Hi guys, Puddin here with a game for you in my Tier 10 German battleship, the Großer Kurfürst. Now, my captain skills are going to be priority target, an extra plane, expert marksman, basics of survivability, advanced fire training, manual secondaries, and concealment. My modules are going to be protect my main batteries, Damcom 1 and 2, longer shooting secondaries, faster reload, and concealment. Now, some of the reason I chose a Kurfürst video is because I did the Bismarck review Sunday, and it made the statement, you know, if you are going up the German tech tree line, you get to the Bismarck, you're going to get a feel for how the next two ships play. The Frederick the Großer is just a better Bismarck, and the Kurfürst is just a better Frederick. Now, one of the differences between the GK and the Bismarck is you actually do get better secondaries. The Kurfürst gets 10 128 millimeters and 4 150s, so you do lose 2 150s, but you do bump up your dual purpose to 128 instead of 105s. Now, I do read all the comments, and I do believe somebody questioned whether or not IFHE, the secondaries do get it. I do believe the German secondaries do get IFHE. It's just that with the 105s, it's what they are actually hitting, where they hit on the destroyer, because if you don't know, secondaries aim for midship, so your secondaries might be hitting modules and things that are saturated, which is why you're not doing damage. Now, I hold my shot for the Kutuzov because I'm kind of hoping he's going to get respotted, but I don't want to give my position away initially. I also was trying to wait for him to turn, take my shot, don't get spotted, so hopefully he's going to complete this turn, and I will at least punish him for making the turn. Get one Citadel along with an overpen. So, you know what, he did get punished making his turn. Now, my game plan is to try to hold this side so they don't exactly push up and flank. But there's a smoke cloud in front of us. I put my plane up, and I don't use my hydro because, well, really, if anything was going to torp me, the island would be covering it, and with where the Kebab and our other destroyer prior to that war, they kind of would have spotted them. Made my turn. I actually got lucky here that there was another destroyer way over there, or he held his torps. But that smoke cloud alone is the reason why I turned away. Why make it easy for yourself? I didn't need to pop hydro. Those torps were easily going to miss me. Now, what I'm trying to do is get up and close personal to this island as fast as possible. The other thing is, I don't mind sitting up here trading some of my HE or my health pool here, but I'm not going to sit here and be a punching bag for a Musashi, a Monarch, a couple of destroyers, a Kutuzov, a Neptune. I'm just not going to be everybody's punching bag. I will try to hold this corner as best I can, but if I need to give up ground, I'm going to give up ground. There is no reason to make a big push. Scores are even. Looks like these guys are starting to kite away. I was kind of hoping to get a Citadel on this guy, but you know what? He turned out, but I still chunk him for a nice 13,000 damage. Now, the other thing that makes the Kurfürst just a better Bismarck, and what makes the Großer a better Bismarck is your guns. Now, while on the Frederick you still get a 4x2 configuration, on the Kurfürst you get a 4x3 So you get more guns, but more importantly, you get your choice between 16 and 16 and a half inch shells. I myself go with the 16 and a half inch shells. They do have a little bit of a longer reload, which is why I'm running a reload the reload instead of any sort of range, because, well, even if I was using the 16s, I highly doubt I'd be running a range. But if I was running a range on either one, it would just be simply to have my turrets move a little bit easier, because with the reload, you do slow down your turret traverse. But like I said, I'm not completely giving up on this area. I did pop my hydro, when my plane went down, because I wasn't sure exactly what was going on here, over here where the torps are, and, well, why not? Our kebab is doing, well, what kebabs do. Go out there, piss them all off. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have my guns turned on time for the Neptune. Immediately click in for my secondaries, and if you don't know, you don't see it on the replays, but my secondaries will not shoot until I click on somebody, because I have manual. But I kind of see the enemy team is falling back to their base. Our base is starting to become overwhelmed. There's 2 ships over there. There's a Benson who's probably not going to live long, because he's fighting 2 destroyers. And then we have a North Cal. There's a Des Moines that pushed up. Well, he should be very shortly be pushing up onto our cap. What I'm going to try to do here is push forward, catch this Musashi broadside, and hopefully punish him. Make my turn, go back, and help defend cap. I think pushing forward would be a big mistake here. Now, what I'm going to have to be careful of is there's a friendly battleship that is directly south of me. Now, I did see that the Musashi was slowing down, and I'm kind of hoping that these things would come home, but it looks like he was turning in, and I didn't adjust for that, but I still get a nice piece of damage done to him. I see there's 3 people targeting me, and really right now I'm just kind of wanting to not show broadside to these guys and not run into my friendly, because I don't want to screw him over with the Musashi looking at us. But unfortunately, with me messing with my speed, turning in, trying to make all of them miss, kind of screwed him up a little bit. But luckily, none of us get punished for it. They seem to be focusing me and not him. Musashi's still showing some broadside. I'm trying not to run aground because I don't want to get caught off. Take my shots, and then, this is the point where I'm like, okay, getting shots on those guys is no longer my primary goal. My primary goal is to get back to cap and help support cap. Now, the reason I didn't really just rush right away is because it's almost 5-6 minutes. I believe it's 5 minutes to cap in standard battle, so I know I've got plenty of time. There's other ships in the area that can help reset it. So, you know what? By getting some damage on some of these guys up here, mainly the Musashi, might help somebody that's going to stay up here win the fight. Now I see the Neptune looks like he's going for the gap. Somebody calls out there's a flood on the Musashi. So, you know what? I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to shoot at. See that the Musashi was going to flood out. See the Neptune is actually in this gap, and not exactly sure what he's doing, but I do believe he's going to reverse. Now, there is another difference between the 16 and 16.5-inch shells on the Kurfürst and the Warships-Großer. Really, it comes down to a little bit of a preference. Your penetration is pretty much about the same for the ranges you do want to be fighting in. So you're really not losing out there. The 16s do reload, I think 4 or 5 seconds faster, maybe 2 or 3. You know what? They do reload faster, so you'll be getting more shots downrange. But more importantly, and the reason why I picked the 16 and a halves or the 420s is because you do more alpha damage. I just prefer to do more alpha damage than just do a bunch of damage really quickly. That's just a personal choice. I like to get the bigger hits because I feel that battleships are, well, if you put terms in role playing, they are the tank, and tanks usually are, you know, slow hitting but hard hitting. So I want as hard hitting guns as I possibly can. Now I click on the Bismarck for my secondaries. Now I saw deep water torps to the south. Some of the reason why I decided to turn and go up north a little bit. Don't exactly want to push into deep water torps because if you don't have your hydro going, it's going to turn into luck whether or not your plane comes in under the torpedoes. And the planes, for the most part, have to go right over them. So there is a lot of luck coming in for planes spotting deep water torps as I get a close quarters on the Bismarck. Immediately click my secondaries on the Yamato, and I'm just kind of starting to slowly go forward. I don't really need to push into there, but I am targeting the Des Moines because I don't want to deal with him, which is some of the reason why I didn't push very hard. Now, I'm glad I shot the Des Moines because another thing with the difference between the Bismarck and the Frederick and the Kurfürst is American cruisers cannot sit there and go bow in on you because you don't have 15-inch guns anymore. Yu Yang comes in really close. I was slowing down. I don't want to get in the guy's way if he's going to drop torps and deal with the Yamato because, well, it's a Yamato. I might not have a Citadel, but his pen damage is still going to hurt. Don't want to rush the corner because there's a North Carolina. If I rush the corner, I'm coming out broadside to a North Carolina. But what I will be able to do is keep these guys spotted. North Cal is on my hydro. Yamato's right in front of me, so there's no way neither one of us will be spotting each other. And I like what the Yu Yang did here. He sent torps against both of them, so they might not have hit the Yamato. Don't matter. I did a quick little glance over there to see exactly where he was because the last thing, believe it or not, I'd want to do is push him out of his smoke. He's actively down here supporting me. I'm kind of down here supporting him. Basically, we're both playing the cap, which is good. See the North Cal. Figured I'd get a Citadel. Got one and got a 30,000 damage. That guy was angled. Utiloi, oh crap. I'm well within his 8-kilometer torpedoes. I don't have a choice right now. I need to motor forward. I cannot sit here. Immediately put my secondaries on the Utiloi. Luckily for us, the destroyer did finish us off the NC. Great. I do believe somebody else got the Utiloi. Oh look, torpedoes. Surprised by nobody. Didn't even need my hydro to tell you that was coming. Now, I do end up turning a little bit, was going to end up going broadside, but I decided against it because really at this distance, Yamato should be able to keep up with this turret traverse if he's paying attention along with turning his ship. And then I believe he just fired HE at me. Yeah, I don't know about that. Kind of saw that and said, well, whatever. Was actually trying to aim for his guns, but I'm going to make my turn because I do believe I am faster than him. Not going to let him get the ram as the lion comes in and finishes him off. Let the Yamato know, nope, no ram for you today, good sir. Now, I'm really not sure where the Neptune went, what he's doing, where he's going. Luckily for us, we get him spotted. I'm just hoping at this point my turrets will turn so I can get a shot off on this guy. But right there is the difference with if I didn't run a reload, I probably could have finished him off right there. But I just prefer the reload because your bread and butter are your guns. The Chengmu gets spotted. Now, that guy spotted. He's Pan-Asian. Hydro's up. Not hoping my plane. I'm not even going to rely on the other DD to spot this. I'm going to hit my Hydro and just haul ass out of here. Now everybody's calling in torps behind me. My game plan right now, and my only game plan, is to survive this. Is I should be able to eat one torp. These are high alpha torps, but I should be able to survive one of them. What I need to do is get me distance, get these things spread out, and the fastest way to go, and the way to keep my speed up, is just go in a straight line. I still have a Neptune in front of me that I don't know about. I was keeping my guns looking behind because if the guy did get him spotted, I would have taken a shot to help him out. Realized that I'm going to have to deal with the Neptune. Luckily for us, the DD takes care of the destroyer, so the last guy left alive is the Neptune. Obviously, I'm going to click on my secondaries. All I got to do is kill this guy. He's doing a cruiser-loser turn. I don't think this is going to end well. So at this point, guys, we're going to check out the post-battle results.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
I hope you guys enjoyed this replay and got to see the pinnacle of the German BB line finished out. And if you are grinding it, you get a little bit of what you are trying to work towards and for. We do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send in. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. I did compliment that DD player after the game was over. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.